It's a very EP morning. There we go. Right on the beat pause. Howdy. Howdy and welcome everyone. It's your semi-local multi-dimensional Luxter globally. Feel free to call me Cam if you would like. And Voices Day. I'm very EP. I'm very sorry that I'm very EP, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna build a bakery today. We are finishing up the bakery that we're working on for the Village Revamp Project on Voices. It's gonna be pretty chill. I mean, as far as I'm aware, but today I'm also going to be testing out the dynamic lighting thing on VTube Studio, where on VTube Studio there's a thing that lets you change your lighting on yourself based off of the game. So I wanted to see what it was like before I played any other types of games, you know. I thought I'd test it with Minecraft. We got lots of fun lighting, so I hope that's okay. So yeah, that's the plan for today. How are y'all doing? Are y'all doing well? I added Lunar's custom fish yesterday. It's a very silly fish, so you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it today if you want to. But yeah, with that said, let's just get into it. Let me see what's a good song to start us off with. I'm thinking we stay classic. We stay classic and just do this. Oh, well, that's not what I was wanting to do. my science single player world. I create a lot of single player worlds that are creative world worlds specifically for when I'm doing when I'm putting any mods on a server, if there's new updates or something. So that way I can test, like, oh well, what kind of stuff can I do? What is the easiest way to kill a warden? Over and over and over again. But yes. Oh my god, I am becoming ghostly pale. Let me adjust that. Let me adjust that. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, this is a little better. I've like turned vampiric white. But yes, this is our lovely area for right now. I see. I think it'd be good to start with figuring out how much progress has already been done. It looks like we finished the roof. It's got an interesting shape to it, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to be the best built roof. It just has to work. Well, free for me, I guess. Da-da, da-da. It is low-key bothering me a little bit that we just have this space. I guess we could fill it with... We're gonna have to go into a cave. Alright, so... I was gonna say, well, maybe we could fill it with with cobblestone or deep slate, but we don't seem to have very much of that, so instead, I guess we're going caving. Luckily for everyone, I enjoy caving, so... And besides, it'll give us the opportunity to test out the dynamic lighting even more. We have a lot of iron golems over here. Bow, bow, bow. Alright, so a part of me is thinking I just jump down into there. So, looks like, okay, I'm gonna have to get some diorite. Actually, let's pick up the rest of the sticks, just in case I need more torches. So, what is this? Diorite, and then deep slate. Bow, 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 bow. I keep glancing over at myself and being like, do I look a little more like we have the right colors? Does it look more like I'm part of this? I think I see diorite right away, so and then I forgot that I was standing on a platform and not a... Now if only... Well, okay, I guess I'm just not making any shots today. That's fine. Luckily, the sword is a lot better than it used to be. Oh, you know. 1 pixel. There we go. It feels weird playing on keyboard after having played on controller for so long yesterday. Like, it feels really off. While, like, I'm fully aware that I could, like, change the way that I'm playing this, like, I could rebind things to a controller, I feel like that would be committing a sin against myself. Ah, here you are. Sir. Do you mind, sir? I see. A little part of me is starting to wonder if that Thorns of Agony thing from Hollow Knight was based loosely on Thorns from Minecraft. Of course, that's more like a tinfoil hat theory. There's nothing that I know that could substantiate that, but it makes me wonder about it. Howdy, Peyton. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm testing out a new dynamic lighting feature that I am working on the bakery right now. I know it doesn't really seem much like it because I'm just running around and getting stone and stuff, but I need it for the inside. Project is coming along. Oh wait, it's your Sonic project, right? How's that going? All scripts are done except for Miscal? Well, that's huge news. I know it takes a lot of time to write scripts. Congratulations. I think I'll go into the... go into the darkness. I see my instincts led me there that time. In concepts and the storyboards are done too? Dang, you're moving fast. That's really impressive. Not all of them. Well, that's still, like... That's still really impressive, like, the amount of stuff that, you were able to get done in such a short amount of time. I hear zombie villager below. Lucky for me, but not so much for them. The entire cavalry's here. Alright, hold on. Bump. Down a few torches. Ah, and another one, of course. Oh, well there we go. Alright, let me see what you said. No, just not all of them. But still, I hope that you've been having fun with your project. You'll definitely have to send it in the server once once you're releasing it. Alright, so I was here for Deep Slate. Instead, I've been attacked. I'd rather meet Sega in person. Have you already tried communicating with Sega? So it's easier for me. Yeah, it might be hard to schedule something in person. Sega tends to be pretty busy with all their projects. So it might be easier to try scheduling something online. Although this is a fan project, no? There we go. Game made by Sega and Naughty Dog. Something for Sega? Is that... So, hold on. Maybe I was misunderstanding your project before. Is your project a game, then? It is non-canon, yes. I see. So are you just getting... Are you trying to get perms from Sega, or are you just trying to collaborate with Sega? Because I don't think Sega has any, I don't think Sega has any reservations against, fan games. And like fan projects and stuff like that. I'll think of something. Okay. Oh, by the way, I've added more music to the playlist. A lot of it is now more Sonic tracks. Let's go to work soon. See ya. Okay, have fun, Peyton. I hope you have a lovely day at work. Absolutely do not need more copper. Da, 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 da. No, I was expecting and hoping to be put into a cave system. My luck strikes again. Man, I wish I was in a cave system right now. Gets thrown into a cave system. Wow! Cave system for me? That's crazy. At least it's a good opportunity to get a lot of deep slate, though, because considering we're using deep slate for all of the builds that we're doing. And like, I don't think this mountain is above Skulk. I don't think. I might be very sadly mistaken, but there's no way to know for sure. Torch. And then I look away, and then torch. Oh, diamond. I must be getting spoiled, like, with the fact that I keep going down to these Y levels where it's like, ah, haha, there's another diamond, I don't need... Man, I heard recently that Plants vs. Zombies is getting another remake. Or like some kind of remaster re-release. Considering the direction that Plants vs. Zombies has been going since the original one, though, I'm not sure how to feel about it. I don't know if y'all have any opinions on that, but it is a little bit worrying to consider that we may get, what was it? They had like a battle royale type of thing for Plants vs. Zombies for a little while, which was kind of crazy. like they had like the Fortnite equivalent of Plants vs. Zombies. And they gave every plant and zombie guns. So, like, imagine, like, what was it, Team Fortress 2, there was like a red team, blue team. Something like that, but it's like Team Zombies, Team Plants, you're always separated. And then you have to kind of figure yourself out. Be to survive. Jesus! Awesome. I didn't expect that. Like, yeah, okay, hits. The saints and angels sing. Ring, ring, ring. I kind of miss Among Us a little bit, actually. I think it'd be fun to play some kind of social deduction game again soon. Unfortunately, like, playing Kohi's game has, like, triggered that in me, where it's like, man, I wish I could solve more mysteries like that. Or little roleplay whodunits. Which, admittedly, the plan for Where Villains Lie was something like that at first. Like, we were planning for Where Villains Lie to be more of that traditional whodunit. But after working on the story for a little bit, we realized a traditional whodunit was not going to be appropriate for the... I still don't have any. Listening to you harp on about some new soulmate. That is loud thunder for being this far below ground. You might as well grab this horse armor. You can't really craft it. Don't you feel it too? You must be very close to the top then. I hope. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Where Villains Lie was originally supposed to be that traditional type of whodunit. And then, After developing the plot of it, we were very quickly realizing that a traditional whodunit was not going to work. Just because there was too much going on. And also because, like, when we were planning out stuff for Where Villains Lie, we were asking people, like, oh yeah, do you want to be, do you guys want traditional murder mystery roles, or do you guys all want to be villains? And everyone universally was like, I want to be a villain. Make me the villain. So since they all wanted to be villains, we had to come up with something new. Especially to justify the fact that, a lot of these villains probably would be a little unfazed by the amount of death happening. Oh! This is one of the new songs. Well, on one hand, I'm glad it spit me out over there. I don't need gravel. What was it? Ah, rockets. It was a beautiful thing when they blessed me with so many rockets that one day. I have not had to make rockets since. Alright. I hear zombie. Hi. Why are y'all slacking off? Lurking from working, nice floating chest. Thank you. Yes, the floating chest is there because we were revamping, this village. So that chest was originally there in the original building. It was actually, like, set on something. Alright, our iron golems are fixed. I think there was one out here. Oh, you are, like, super damaged. We have 5 over here. They're, like, raring to go. But how's work going, Chunks? Having a good time? Ah. There we go. I guess this one was just the strongest soldier because the other 3 are just hanging out in the corner. Hey! Get back to work! You were all just lounging in the corner. Come on. These people. Where's my stone cutter? I think it's over here. Thanks, man. You're just using my stone cutter now. Oh, the nice thing is we can use hanging signs. It's just hit me. So we can use the hanging signs for this. Actually, hold on. Let's go like that. Womp. Well, okay. Little dance. I love the little dance. It's very cute. Thinking about this. We're gonna have to get a mending book soon. Cause I don't want to. I don't want to keep torturing myself with the hell that is. Okay, so we need to... That is worrying about when my pickaxe is gonna break. It's so off-putting, you could hear all of the zombie growling. We could fix it on the outside in a minute. The thing that I cared about was fixing this part. Because if we're gonna have fire here, then we need to make sure that it's safe for there to be fire here. I'm gonna be so real, it's been so long since I played Minecraft or was in it. What's the SMP? This is Voices SMP. The server is owned by Winter. It's a vanilla Minecraft server. I just have a journey map up because I like using journey map, but that's more my thing as opposed to a server thing. Trying to think of what we can do with this. I meant more like what's it abbreviated from? Oh, SMP, survival multiplayer. Oftentimes that means it's just a multiplayer server that is in survival mode. So, you absolutely can die together. Some SMPs have some kind of theme to it, or some other kind of lore. There's my bed. And also, Minecraft is not the only one with SMPs, apparently, because I was like, I had been looking around, and apparently people are saying that there's SMPs on, what is it called? Grand Theft Auto? I think? Is that what it's called? How much is it? It's 3. Okay, so I only have enough for 2. They don't like my stripped oak log, I guess. Surely I could find enough for it, though. I thought they only roleplayed it in GTA Online. I think so. I'm not too sure for Grand Theft Auto. I know there's a lot of Minecraft roleplay, which is weirdly what got me into playing Minecraft in the first place. Just watching people roleplay in Minecraft was very fun for me. Alright, this last one. Because some of the storylines are just really interesting. I think it's 3 wall? No, 5. It's gonna be 5 wall. I say and I put 4 in the thing. 5 wall. Bro's watching me run up and is like, dude, why are you just using my stonecutter without permission? That's so wild and strange. Even though it's my stonecutter. Actually, I wonder if it would probably be better with just the 3 in the middle. Yeah, that works. I see I've done this twice now. Alright, I have not... I've not used those furnaces yet, and I will clean them out thoroughly before I give them to the bakery for real. But it is a little bit funny to be like, time to cook my gold in here. Yes, I know it's for the bakery, but like, my gold though. It's so important. And then, of course, my 7 blocks of coal. See if I can get my diorite. There we go. It's a very off-putting little thing, but that's fine. We can maybe like hang some shelves in here or something. Let me think. Awesome. Every time I mess up a crafting recipe, my first thought is, just remember all those people from before that messed up all the time. Remember the cobblestone crafting table. Somehow, though, I feel like it'd be better to have it so that the storage here is on the ground. You know what I mean? So, like, they can actually reach it. I suppose I could, like, do it like... Hold on. There it is. If we do it like this, then we could put, like, a refrigerator next to it. Barrel. Yes. I'm glad I remembered the barrel recipe. I guess I kind of had to. The amount of barrels I've had to build across servers. I will not shed a tear for this birch tree. Whew. But God, it's been crazy. a very crazy, couple of weeks. Why are you on my roof? How'd you get up there? These guys can... Oh gosh, did I happen to find the one place that is not connected to that area? There it is. Alright, so I could clear out this area, and then if I, yeah, so if I close this off here, then I can make this a storage for the bakery. Time for my shovel. So I guess it'll go from here to that back area. Or not. We could put this dirt back. This is already a lot more space than they really need, but you never know. Maybe they'll get, like, very ambitious with their bakery stuff. Like, maybe it's more of a factor that they didn't have this before. I don't know if you guys have been seeing, there's been like a poll going around that has been asking people if you could erase your memory and play one game again, what game would that be for you? And I think the #1 voted answer was Undertale. Which is incredibly sweet. Let me put up some torches down here while I work on this. I think that we can use deep slate for a lot of that area. Let's just honestly just make the rest of this into bricks. Yeah, if you guys had to, if you could erase your memory and try a game all over again, without any memory of what it was like before, what would that game be for you? What am I doing? Would y'all also agree Undertale? There we go. So let me put that one torch, the singular torch. I'm almost definitely gonna have to get more deep slate after this, huh? I forgot what I did in my house about this. Like, did I just do the deep slate, like, walls and then do the same kind of floor? Because that definitely sounds like something I would do. But I'm not sure. Yep, definitely need more deep slate. And probably some ladders. So, like this. That should be enough. To work for this bakery, you have to get your arm workouts in. You must pass the trial of strong arm before you can work here. You have to be able to climb the rope. You know, like those like classic gym movie things where it's like, all right, upper body strength, we're climbing the rope. Same bit here. Right, but we're gonna have to go and get far more. Far more things than we have currently. Hi. You can't live here. Like, this is a bakery. Okay. Glad that we cleared that up. Oh, well, you're back. Well, have fun, I guess. It's like, this area looks so nice. And then they desecrated it. Alright, let's put some stuff away and then let's go back into the cave and get like a bajillion more deep slate forever and ever and ever. Because we always need deep slate. Always and forever. It's almost ridiculous the amount of deep slate we always go through. But I think that's just because I've only been building in one area. And since I'm only building in this one area, then I'm always trying to get things to match. Man, I didn't even need to get diorite. What the heck? Oh, and apparently I don't need to get deep slate. You know, if I checked my stores every once in a while. I guess my brain's just like, ooh, caving. Womp. There's that. More diamond. God, I'm realizing my playlist is like 90% Undertale Deltarune. And then, like, what in the stuff that is not Undertale Deltarune is Sonic. Although we have a lot of Amori tracks on there too now. Alright. More deep slate for me. And then once I'm through with this, then finally I'll be able to actually do true interior decoration. War will be over. Woo, decoration. War will finally be over. The interior design part is my favorite part of building. Just because It allows me to be a little bit more creative about it than the exterior. But I think it's also just, like, my brain can make sense of things a little bit easier when it's interior design rather than me being like, la la la, I'm going to figure out where this goes while trying to make a roof. In which case I just start being really desolate. Because it's like, oh man, I really don't want to be building a roof. So, let me see. Because, like, in here we're gonna need tables, for sure. And then, like, probably, like, a counter for, like, people to take orders. And there probably should be a display case of some kind somewhere. Because, you know, like, when you walk into a bakery, there's always the display case. You can see, like, the little cookies, the cakes. I think I get you, but I usually run out of ideas when it comes to interior. That makes sense. There's only... Sometimes it feels like there's only so much you can do. I've gotten lucky with the fact that I can usually come up with interior better. Howdy, Kirst, how you doing? We're testing out some dynamic lighting in VTube Studio. So if you see my model change lighting a lot, that's the reason why. I'm good. I stayed up late playing Silk Song. I see. Kirst, for no particular reason, you should read the DMs I sent to you. And you should do this quickly. Whenever you open the menu, I get more shaded. I think that makes sense. Because it gets really dark. It's not like super important. It's more of like someone told me something that I thought that you would want to know. Oh yeah, I managed to get Castlevania to work on my PC. I wanted to play it after talking about it. It was easier than I thought. Interesting. Oh yeah, you showed the art in the server. It's incredibly pretty. I'm matching my Minecraft lighting. Yeah, exactly. I was testing that out. I'm glad it seems to work, though. I'm trying to think. What was I here for? Ah, yes, I remember now. I was here because I wanted to try making another axe. I wanted to re-roll. It's gonna be crazy for Spooky Month. I just wanted to see if it would work. I figured of all the places to test it out, Minecraft would not be a terrible thing. You know what I mean? We're gonna need a torch underneath to light my face. I just wanted to see. But yeah, how's Castlevania going? I'd ask Curse how Silk Song's going, but I know she's gonna tell me later, so... Apparently Silk Song is incredibly hard. What am I thinking? I know Kirsten's gonna just tell me later. I keep forgetting what I was here to do. I know that axe. I'm saying this out loud to myself so I do not forget that I'm here for the axe. In the ocean. Live it up and go with the motion. Sweet like honey on a summer day. Ah, I already made one. For this express purpose, apparently. Ah, but I don't have enough XP. Alright, hold on. Let's go fishing. I'm keeping zip about it because I don't want to spoil. Well, that's what I mean. The only nuggets of information I'm getting from you are it's hard and I can't wait for you to play Silk Song. Which, good. This is the information that I want. Sweet like a summer day. It's making me wonder if the Soul Tyrant would be easier to fight than the Broken Vessel, because technically he's from an easier area. Alright, let's go fishing. We're running a bit low on food anyway. Like, I just, you know, we don't have enough fish. We are very sadly low on fish. I have never seen a fish before in my life. For me personally, they're both hard as fuck. What, Hollow Knight and, oh, you mean the Soul Tyrant? A million more fishes. God, there was someone that I knew where I visited his tavern, right? And when I visited the tavern, I told him that I go fishing a lot, so I was offering to make a business deal where I'd be the supplier of fish and I'd give a discount for the fish. But until I had my own shop, I'd be happy to give the fish for free, right? Just because I needed to build my shop. And he was like, yeah, you know, that would be good. It's a tavern. We could use it for fish and chips. It'd be wonderful. And I was like, yeah. And so I went fishing. For a lot of folks who do not know, I usually go fishing to get my enchantments. So I had been fishing for hours upon hours on end. And, you know, I started filling the barrels with fish. And he was very distressed about, like, one day he was incredibly distressed about, like, there was someone in the bar he did not want to be in the bar, right? It was someone very powerful, not someone he wanted in the bar. And so, you know, I tried to get his mind off of it. I'm like, hey, do we have enough fish? We could get more fish, right? And then he checks the barrel. And in his moment of distress goes, yeah, you know what? We do need more fish. we need a lot more fish than this. The barrels are filled to the brim. Stacks upon stacks of fish. And He's like, I've never seen a fish in my life, actually. There's not any fish in here. You need to go get more fish now. And I'm like, okay. He explained to me later, after I continued filling the barrels, that he in fact did not need more fish, and he was just saying that. And then also apologized for getting distressed. But by then, I finally opened my my fishing shop, so nothing to worry about. A niche fish I like, but like to eat or like to, or just in general, a fish I like. Am I a rich fisher? What does that mean? Like, do I have a lot of money and I'm fishing? Either or. Ooh, what's the... I don't know if I've had a lot of niche fish to eat. I mean, like, I just like eating tuna, but... I mean, I've had swordfish before. I don't know if that's niche. And I quite like crab. Does it pay the bills? Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, because at Bay Bounties, I didn't only sell fish, you know? I sold fish, I sold Hearts of the Sea, I sold, what's it called? Tridents, coral, saddles, fully enchanted bows and fishing rods. Anything I could get from the sea, I sold. I also sold nautilus shells because I would catch a lot of them. My pufferfish. Pufferfish are good for water-breathing potions if you want them. Some people use them as drugs. It's not how they're supposed to be used, but that is also how they are used. But you know, it's like the two ways of using a pufferfish. Water breathing or drugs. Not much in between. Pufferfish are amusing creatures. I quite like them. They get scared and then go. Ba-da-da-da-da. Like, they're just little guys to me. Now, the best case scenario would be getting a mending book. Whether I'm going to actually get a mending book is a completely different story. Would you ever try one? Oh, to eat? If I could trust that it's prepared properly, then yeah. Why not, right? I mean, I try not to eat them here because in this world there's not really the methods to prepare for fish properly. But I'm sure in other worlds that is not the case. If anything, like, why eat it when you could make it into, you can make it into your water-breathing potions. Well, that's a question. Is there a world you've been to that has the best food? Oh, based off of what? Oh, what are our criteria for best food? Like, are we talking about, like, the most diverse range of options for food? To my personal taste. Well, that's tough, because there's a lot of places that, I didn't have the opportunity to try the food in very often. Now I'm just thinking about that sandwich. It just, like, my brain started wandering, and then I remembered that I didn't get to try Gaston's sandwich. I mean, I not like it's right to steal the sandwich from Gaston, but I was thinking about it. Trying to remember if I even had any food when I was investigating the Hanged Man case. Dude, I want a sandwich. I also want a sandwich. But it's okay. Pizza for me. But let me think. I know Little Nightmares had the worst food. I did not like that. Cooking stream making a sandwich. You do not want to see a cooking stream from me. Although maybe one day I will do a cooking video for you. I think it'd be nice to do some kind of cooking video for like making some strange recipes I know. Because, like, I think I've said before that I know how to make some very specific things from scratch. Like, we have, like, a family gnocchi recipe. But I fear that I can't share that one because it's too important. But I ever eat bugs. I would rather eat most other things, but if it came down to it, then... Well, I've eaten a bug before. What am I talking about? I swallowed a bug once. That wasn't fun. I was running, right? And, I think I was celebrating and then a bug flew in my mouth and my brain went, what if the bug was poisonous? It was like a fly. Whatever it is, it's long dead. Luckily, the person that was running next to me did not notice that I had swallowed a bug. Which was really funny, because I was talking directly to her. And she just didn't notice. Like, I'm sitting there having, like, this, like, panic of, oh, what if it's poisonous? What if it's poisonous? What if I'm going to die? Should I tell my parents that I swallowed a bug? And then she's just, like, going on about, like, school projects and stuff. She didn't even notice. Well, now you gotta swallow a spider to get rid of the bug. No, I've heard this story before. I've learned the lesson. Because then, like, you know, the stomach acid will kill the bug. You know, I learned from the people before me. I don't think that it was a very friendly fate for that old lady who swallowed a fly, and then she swallowed a spider to get rid of the fly. Because she would keep swallowing things to get rid of things, and then it never ended. I know better. Oh yeah, I added more music to the playlist, by the way. I bet she never went hungry? Well, probably not, because the way that you feel hunger is based off of how full your stomach is, and then like your neurons will be like, it's like a combination between the amount of leptin in your body, which is based off of like the amount of fat you have in your body, versus how full your stomach actually is. This one, for one. Set you free. But a lot of Sonic Generation songs are now on the playlist. And then I added some more Deltarune. Because I kind of thought to myself, I'm like, these weren't Sonic games, there's no way that I can get killed for this. Set you free, follow me, set you free. Escape from the city. Escape from the city. But yeah, I still think it's really funny. But yeah, I mean, if you guys would be interested in like a cooking thing, I wouldn't mind doing it at some point. I did learn how to man a grill. The thing is, I just have to figure out what to wear. But I could pull out the Rambo fit. The Rambo fit, the mask and the sunglasses. It's like, hi guys, I'm in the cooking dimension. Something that I've wanted to do, and it seems like such a dumb thing, but like, it's just something I wanted to do. Like, I wish that I knew people, or like I had like some audience members who played sports, like especially baseball, softball, because I would love to review swings, like baseball swings on stream. Cooking mama? Alright, there is a different cooking dimension, huh? Like, I would love, like, to, like, go over swings and, like, explain, like, how to improve a swing and, like, what's wrong with it. Because I've been a batting coach for years. And it's like, this is how you can swing the bat better! Which, like, I guess I could do. Oh my god, wait, I just got a notification for Credit Karma. Guys, I need to talk about this. I need to talk about this because it's crazy. This is going to be my daily reminder to you. Please check your credit scores and check them often. Wii Sports Baseball would go crazy with you. I would love to. Put me in, coach. I would love to Wii Sports Baseball. But, yes. So, here's your daily reminder. Please check your credit score. Specifically, like, I'm gonna be careful about how I talk about this. I checked my credit score recently and realized it had tanked. I'm too scared to Cursed. I'm telling you, check your credit score. Oh my god, Biscuit, thank you so much for the raid. Howdy y'all, I'm Globally. Feel free to call me Cam if you would like. I'm a variety streamer, and right now we're just fishing to get some XP so that I can enchant an axe. How you doing, Biscuit? What were you guys up to? I was just telling everybody to please check their credit score. God, because something crazy happened. So, like, I checked my credit score, and I realized that it was tanking, like, really, really bad. Like, I was like, excellent credit score, and then suddenly I was 200 points lower than I was before. Pain? You good? Painful Pokemon Soul Lock, painful trying to set up, Cult of the Lamb. Oh no, I'm sorry! So I realized my credit score tanked 200 points, and I was like, what the fuck? So I check, and then it said that I was, like, 28,000 in debt, and, like, the first time I checked, I was like, oh, maybe that's just my student loans from college, you know? That seems about right. And then it kept tanking, and I'm like, what happened? So I opened a Credit Karma account to figure it out, right? And then I found out someone opened a credit card under my name and spent $28,000 on it. $28,000 on a credit card that I don't own. And so I obviously was freaking out about it. And so I submitted a fraud report. That was you? What the fuck? Oh no. So I submitted a fraud report, and I'm like, hey, this ain't mine. And I had to call the credit card company, and they're like, please enter your card number to like, get faster service. And I'm like, sitting there like, I don't know what the card number is. What's this? Mending. This is what I was looking for. Anyway, but I'm like, I don't know what the card number is. I don't own the credit card. And so finally they get me to a person that is not a robot. And I explained to them, they're like, so yeah, what's up? What's wrong with your account? I'm like, I don't even know. I don't have an account with you guys. I just found out that there's one under my name. Because of Credit Karma, and it says there's $28,000 spent on it. With a $30,000 limit, by the way. Why is someone allowed to take a credit card in your name? So that can happen if, some of your security details are leaked. So, like, if your name is leaked, if your address is leaked, your social security number especially is leaked in any sort of way. So if any of that stuff is just, like, public information, that can happen. I will say, though, that whoever did it, when we finally got to the fraud department, and I called the lady, and I was like, hi, there's a account under my name, it is not mine, I don't know what happened, but they spent $28,000 on it, it's not mine. And they're like, okay, so we gotta verify some details. So we go over it, right? And I'm explaining, like, this is my name, this is how you spell my name, this is my address, right? Social security, all that on the phone to the fraud department, right? And the fraud department goes, huh, that's weird. And I'm like, what's weird? And they're like, the address doesn't match up. Dipshit changed their address, so it's not mine. They got. What are they gonna do? By the way that the lady reacted, it sounded like it was not even in the same general area as me either. She's like, could it have been a family member that opened it under your name? And I'm like, no. So they basically said on the phone, they're like, oh yeah, well, so your credit score will get fixed within 60 to 90 days. Like, they didn't even be like, they said, yeah, we're gonna have to conduct an investigation. But they were basically like, yeah, we know that's not you. So, that's your reminder to check your credit score, just in case someone does that to you. Luckily, in my case, it was very easy. But, like, also, we received a letter in the mail saying that we were approved for a credit card back in February, and we were like, we just kind of thought it was spam, and then found out, oh no, someone actually just did open a credit card in the name. And they said that they were gonna send it our way. They just didn't, because they changed the address of the card to that. Damn, it sounds like an easy way to get free 30,000. That is a felony. That is a felony. Do I know what they spent on? I do not know. All I know is that the purchase was made sometime in August. Like the account was open in February, but they didn't spend anything on it until August. Damn, my weekend plans foiled. That is a felony. Good thing I'm not American. Well, now you're dealing with international law. That's worse. That's worse. I don't know if people understand how messy international law can get. Like, you're dealing with crimes on both sides. You might be banned from entering the country again, depending on how bad the law you broke was. International waters, bro, maritime law. No, that's not how it works. Last time I checked, you ain't a pirate. You ain't a pirate, mate. Luckily for me, though, it seems like they've already fixed the problem with my credit score. Like, I checked this morning, and it's already back to where it was, and I'm like, oh, thank God. So, being a pirate is legal now? You're not supposed to be a pirate. Quite frankly, being a pirate is incredibly illegal, but sometimes they have what we call legal pirates. Roxy, thank you so much for the follow. Sometimes they have what we call legal pirates. Yar har fiddly dee. Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. But yes, so, how do I say this? There are types of legal pirates, but I've forgotten what they are called. Privateers? Yes, that's the name. Privateers. They are usually, hired by, the Navy. As like experts of like ships and stuff. Did I not bring any coal? I did bring coal. Wonderful. Wow. And then we could put our cooked fish in here to take later. just want to make sure that we have enough XP so that when we do make the better axe, we'll be okay. But, God, there is this... Speaking of pirates... God, there's this pirate I know. I recommend staying clear from her. She's... How do I put this? Very... How do I say this? She's a very deadly woman, but her looks are incredibly deceiving. There's been multiple times that people who have been trying to catch her have been thinking that she was a hostage upon her own ship, even though she is the captain of said ship. So she always breaks out of captivity, breaks out her crew, takes her schooner, and then goes. Or schooner? I don't know. Trying to catch her makes her sound like a fish. God, yeah. She might as well be a fish. She's slippery like one. Although it'd be like trying to catch an anglerfish, you know what I mean? It's like you think you caught her because you caught like the little dangly bit, but then you realize there's a giant fish beneath. No, lurkbait's not broken. I think adding Sonic Generations music to this was a good call. I think adding the Sonic Generations music was a great call. Because I think this is from Shadow Generations. I'm kind of the fish that wouldn't fall for the anglerfish. Are you sure? A lot of fish fall for the anglerfish. You wouldn't go ooh shiny? You wouldn't go ooh shiny and then like try to get that shiny bit? Well, anglerfish are so deep in the ocean. It makes me wonder if like yeah, it might be attractive to some fish, but I wonder also if it could stun others. Like if they're like, what the hell is that? Right? And then, like, they just are stun locked in place. Like, you know, like when you get, like, a flash of light and you're like, ah! You know what I mean? I'm a bird, I'd fall for any shiny I see. We now know Roxy would fall to the anglerfish. Although some birds don't like shiny things. A lot of them use shiny rocks and stuff to help decorate their nest and stuff. But there's also like a large population of birds that are repelled by shiny things because they just don't like the way that the light reflects off of it. It's in the same way that a lot of birds can't see windows. I like two weeping angels looking at each other, just stuck forever. No. Is it a mercy to turn them away from each other? However, if they're always looking at each other, that could, well, hold on, we're cooking. Hold on, we're cooking. Imagine, like, two weeping angels looking at each other as like the how do I put this? How do I put this in a way that makes sense? It's kind of like some, like, strange, like, equivalent of marriage in a way, you know? Bound to each other's eyes for an eternity. Forced to look upon each other forever and ever. Two weeping angels jumping on the bend, one fell off and bumped their head. I guess. Then there's one weeping angel jumping on the bed. But then you look at them. Are weeping angels, like, I haven't seen much Doctor Who. Are weeping angels, like, stone? Like, so, like, if, say, you were to drop one from a height, would it, like, shatter into bits? Or do they look, are they more like statue mimics? If you're catching my drift. Like, what's the biology of these creatures? Are they just, like, living stone, or are they mimics? And why must they feel the need to attack when you're not looking? What's up with that? If I remember correctly, they become statues, they're just sort of suspended while in stone. So they become statues, but they're not statues. So, like, if someone was looking at them and then toppled them over, would they shatter into bits? Or would they stay intact? Like, is this, like, would that actually be a, like, possible way of defeating a weeping angel? Is on determining what is a weeping angel and what isn't by toppling over statues. They aren't statues, they become statues as the perfect defense. Huh. So, I see. So they have to... So you have to defeat them without looking at them. Essentially. So you're gonna have, you have to basically, like, swing blindfolded. Because as long as someone is looking at them, they become statues. I still think you could drop them, though. Bring them up to a height and then drop them. They're never really killed, they kind of just get tricked one way or another to be defeated. But have we considered toppling them over? Have we considered toppling them over? Because that could be the way. That could be the strat. Has anyone tried this before? I think I'm onto something. They never suspect the Looney Tunes answer. Drop a piano on their head. What are they gonna do? I think they just get up. What, if you drop a piano on their head? Are they not gonna shatter into bits? What if we treat the weeping angels like that snail from, like, the problem? It's like, yes, you and the immortal snail, if you never touch. It's like, you have $1 million, just lock them all up at the bottom of the ocean. There's a part in Matt Smith's Doctor where they are shown on camera moving in the statue form. Huh. But like, when they're frozen, can't you just topple them over? Or, like, melt them or something? Just keep an eye on them and then just, like, turn up the incinerator or something. Or like chemical reaction. Like, they can't survive sulfuric acid. Surely not. Have you tried dumping sulfuric acid on them? Which is so dumb because walking, like, you could see them still apparently was good enough to work in... Walking like you can see them apparently was good enough to work in that episode. Huh. The wording is a bit confusing, but in universe they're quantum locked whenever they're looked at. Huh. Riptide. Good for my trident. I imagine it's like they're in a stasis and struggle to be damaged. I suppose. But like, try toppling them over and then at the last second as they're about to hit the ground, just look away. You think they're gonna be able to catch themselves? You think they'll be able to catch themselves? What are they gonna do against the sulfuric acid, man? What if I bamboozle them with sulfuric acid? What are they gonna do? They can cry about it. Oh, the lag. Bow bow. Bro, what? Whoa, what the? Did you see that? I think that's one of the worst glitches we've had in a while, huh? Considering they haven't really been killed from what I know, I'm guessing it's not possible. Yeah, but we haven't tried the sulfuric acid. We haven't had a chemistry doctor. We haven't had a chemistry doctor. What's to say that we can't just use sulfuric acid? I think it would work. I think it would be good. Haven't you seen what sulfuric acid does to a living being? Actually, I realize you guys might actually not know. There's a great video that explains this, and I could pull it up, but the main thing is that our skin is made out of carbohydrates, and then when sulfuric acid makes contact with your skin, it will eat up that carbohydrate and then turn it into like a solid black rock. Like it will permanently burn you. It is an incredibly dangerous substance to work with. Let's go. My axe, finally. I'll have to come up with a good name for this axe. Now, if I have a sharpness book... Surely I do. Yep. So we have the sharpness book. It's a sharpness 4. I want to find one that's just a regular, that's knockback. There we go. So we could just upgrade it now. Ask you a question. I was thinking about that, actually. Can I ask you a question? Hashtag my axe. I could call it that. Do we want to do a poll? Do we want to make a poll in like the Discord or something about what we name the axe? $20. At least this axe can now be healed so that we can actually use it for the projects. Do you know that Weeping Angels, how Weeping Angels work at all? Or are you caught up on their hashtag lore? So I do know that I don't know very much about Weeping Angels. I do know that as creatures they are they cannot move if you are looking at them, but and they often will attack you when you turn away. That is about where my knowledge begins and ends. And if I remember correctly, there might be one part, I'm not sure where or what. But anyone remember them from that one OG Minecraft mod? Oh god. I actually may not know what you're talking about. Although it doesn't surprise me. The Weeping Angel, what we call the Weeping Angel mechanic, is something that I've seen a lot on in a lot of games. Like, it was in Little Nightmares too, with the mannequins in the hospital. It's like you had to shine a light on them, I think. But you were holding the flashlight, so... Whoop, book. Death Strider's pretty good. I'm so happy Hearth recommended this song. This song slaps. Only time I've seen an angel die is when they were dropped into a rift of reality that erases anything that enters from all time. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. That will kill. That will kill. Maybe I mean, that's gotta be such an irresponsible thing to have on hand. You know what I mean? Like, imagine you have a rift that could erase something from all time. Like, what if someone's just throwing their garbage in there, man? I haven't watched past Peter Capaldi? Concept's very interesting, and the scariest part is usually left out, but if they touch you while they're not frozen, you get sent back in time. They feed off the potential of the life you could have lived. That is terrifying, actually. No wonder why they're attacking you. Is there a way of reversing it? I'd rather that than death. Yeah, but it's not great. I guess that's not too different from my experience, but it's still like, still not great. For what we know, nope. Yeah, but if you erase that Weeping Angel from all of existence, then doesn't the impact that they had on the world also reverse? We're getting a lot of enchanted books today, that's crazy. Like, that's what I would have thought. If they're being erased from all space-time, then their actions would not have any consequence. The first victim we saw met someone and lived a good life. Well, that's nice. But that's still sad. Can I... What is with the lag today? That's crazy. You seeing this? Dude, we're having our own time shenanigans ourselves. We're not gaining much XP, but that's because this axe has been carrying for a while and is only now just getting to a point where it's finally being freed. The world is revolving. Da 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 da. Erased from space-time apparently just means memories, since Pond kept the wedding ring she kept from Rory. Huh. Was Rory a weeping angel? Also, is there a way to determine, like, how far back in time they're being sent? And does the person, like, know that... How do I put this? Does the person who gets sent back in time retain the memories of before they were sent back in time? Or is it as if they were born, like, years in the past, and everything's normal to them? No, he was just erased. I see. They do? Okay, so they maintain their memories. So what's stopping, from, like, for example, the Doctor from, like, going in with the TARDIS and then, like, getting the victims and bringing them back to their own time? The erasing from time stuff, from the Rift, deleted stuff, not the... That deleted stuff, not the angels? Huh. With you in the dark. What's stopping the Doctor from going back to save them? The writing team! This is how I know I'd be a better Doctor. Bro, put me in. I will help them. There's always an issue with that. I guess, like, yeah, they're gonna be sent there. There's always going to be some impact on the future now that they've been sent there. But can't you travel to the point that they first arrived? And then, like, grab them and then go? You to smile. Like, am I crazy for thinking that? And also, like, you said it feeds off of the life they could have lived. Is that, like... Does it actually take years off their lifespan, or is it just, like... more about the fact, like, oh yeah, you could have lived this life, but now I'm sending you to the past. Haha. Now, in-universe explanation, but sometimes he can, but in specific instances, like, travel back in time to a certain places, the TARDIS will cause everything to explode because of too many time anomalies. These make convenient to the plot. Also, established events with the Doctor screws with so many goddams. That's wild. If I remember correctly, Doctor should just never travel to the 1940s New York ever again. Why? What did he do in the 1940s? What the hell did he do in the 1940s? Isn't that like around the time of like World War II? What's special? What about New York specifically? I imagine if you said like the 1930s and it's like, yeah, he caused the stock market crash. The bubblegum pops. I want you to smile. The Statue of Liberty is a huge weeping angel. What? Really? Wait, that's sick. Wait, that's sick lore build. Wait, that's sick world building. Oh, he tried to destroy it, didn't he? Oh, he tried to destroy it, didn't he? That's why he can't go back. Yeah, that makes sense. Hammer of Justice. I love the leitmotifs from Spear of Justice in here. I'm statue! TARDIS exists in every point in its own time at once, which is why it's mentioned she has, like, more than 30 TARDIS control rooms archived, including ones from the future. The TARDIS is weird. Huh. I guess that makes sense. Because if you travel to a certain point in time, that means that on the timeline, there's 2 instances of the TARDIS. Also, I'm sorry if you hear the lawnmower. There's always a lawnmower person who shows up for some reason. I still just don't understand why you can't save people, though. That just seems so dumb. Lawn mowing stream? Nah. I'm sure there are people who do that, though. Also, canonically, she am basically in love with the Doctor when she was human that one time. Damn. That's gotta be awkward when the Doctor has romantic relationships with other people. That's gotta be so awkward. Like, just imagine. That poor girl's been watching the man she's fallen in love with charm woman after woman. Forever and ever. God, dude, during Smith's era, they could not stop writing of getting into relationships. They wanted him to be a flirty twink so bad, that's crazy. I don't remember which one's Smith? I've forgotten. I think I'm very out of the loop with Doctor Who. There's like a few doctors I do know. And that's about it. Blonde after David Tennant. But not the girl. I don't remember Smith. Yeah, it was weird because since he floats back to the TARDIS, and I don't know what's going on with that, because Pond ditches her wedding to try screw Time Lord and weird love triangle. It was icky. It wasn't a fan of Pond. I see. Pond's a name I've heard before, but I don't remember why I've heard Pond. I'm okay with Dr. X TARDIS when the TARDIS isn't human. You would say that cursed. Does the TARDIS, like, change? I mean, I'm sure that... Does the TARDIS even communicate as, like, the TARDIS? Or is she only able to actually speak when she is, a human? Amelia Pond is Rory's wife, right? I'm not mixing that up. I don't know. I unfortunately know nothing. I'm just trusting what y'all are saying about the matter. Dude, it's so much better when the TARDIS is like a weird mesh of wires and lights. The episode that gave her human form sucks so bad because then it's just, oh, what if the Doctor liked a woman for the 100th time? So basically, what if the Doctor liked a robot? Wasn't there like an episode where there was like a companion found out that she was like a Dalek or something? Is that the name of it? Those things that go exterminate. TARDIS can communicate with the Doctor, but not really in ways we can understand, but we could see communication happening. I see. Then I guess it's better that it would be her in her real form, right? That wouldn't be bad if he didn't try getting with literally every companion. Did that happen? I forgot the name of the person who played the first girl Doctor. Did that happen with her too? Like, did they try to write her getting into a relationship with her companion? Just out of genuine curiosity, I don't know. I don't know. I've only seen like a few Doctor Who episodes here and there, and all of them have been with different doctors. At least my axe is doing better. Kinda? Huh. It'd be kind of crazy if they're like, yeah, we could, but we don't want to do it for whatever reason. Hold on, I dropped the cap of my water bottle. Hold on. Where'd it go? Ah. The cap of my water bottle just went flying, and I'm like, I don't want to have an empty water bottle sitting on, or like an open water bottle sitting on my desk. Rose Tyler is the only Doctor relationship I condone. I have heard wonderful things about Miss Rose Tyler. They had this group companion dynamic and like implied relationship with the girl of the group toward the end, but they never committed to it. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there was a lot of controversy for that Doctor. Crazy that this is now self-obsessed. Is Rose Tyler a Doctor now? That has some crazy implications. Because that would imply that the Doctor is taking the form of people that have been important in the past, rather than just generating faces for themselves in general. You know what I mean? Which maybe that's the point, but I don't know. Fortunate thing is that the first female Doctor was good at what she did, but they decided it'd be fun to give her the worst fucking writing at all time. That's actually canon? Oh! Huge, huge news. Huge news for me. Huge news for the me that doesn't watch Doctor Who, but guessed. Peter Capaldi's face is based off of someone like the 10th Doctor met in Rome who saved their family. Ooh. So what are the implications of regenerating into Rose Tyler? Like, is that actually Rose Tyler, or is that just more of Rose Tyler was important to history, so thus I am now, we are now regenerating as Rose Tyler. Also, Tenet came back as another regeneration, so you can go back to old ones. I did hear about Tenet coming back. I think it's Rose being important to the Doctor, though we haven't seen it explored yet. Oh, because is Rose Tyler, like, now going to, like, the most recent Doctor, then? And okay, oh, I'm not okay. She's the upcoming one. I see. So we don't know what she's gonna be like. I am glad that they are doing more girl doctors though. Also, I want to know what the goddamn TARDIS the Master uses. The Master. So there's a TARDIS that is different from the one we know? Does the one that we know have a name then? Like, have they named her? Or is it just, oh yeah, this is the TARDIS? Never know why. Am I more fantasy or sci-fi? I'm a lore guy. I will happily engage with sci-fi or fantasy as long as the lore is good. The Master was the only other Time Lord at the time we knew existed. I see. It's like I tend to prefer writing fantasy for myself, but I do enjoy science fiction a lot. Because engaging with science fiction allows me to consider like the biology and the physics of things that are going on. Versus fantasy, then I'm questioning a lot of like, do they have a biological explanation for this? What's going on? You know what I mean? The TARDIS is legit just one of the many machines the Doctor's species produced. If I remember right, the Doctor's TARDIS is actually the most dog-ass versions. It's like having like a really old car, but like you are sticking to your guns. It's like, that's my car. That's mine. That's my baby. Until Tenet had a kid that survived via regeneration energy, huh? Doctor Who lore is weird and doesn't make much sense to me, at least. Well, they gotta do whatever they can to keep the series going, you know? At some point, it's gonna become a convoluted mess, especially since you're dealing with a Time Lord who could change the timeline at any point. Literally stolen from a mechanic shop. Yeah, it's just like, la la la, here's my crappy little guy, but it's my guy, and that's what's important. Smiles. Bow, bow, bow. You legit just have to take it episode by episode. Whatever the episode you're watching says is canon, that's what's canon now. Don't question it. That's kind of how I was taking it, yeah. It's very much, you're here for the ride, man. You're not here for the cohesive lore. Which is a crazy thing for me, the lore guy, to be saying, but, like, that's just the impression I've gotten from Doctor Who, is, it's not supposed to make sense, it's supposed to be fun. Oh. We should revive Super Hulock. I mean, we can. I have not seen Sherlock. It's like, I've seen like a few episodes here and there of Doctor Who, but I have not seen any Supernatural or any of Sherlock. I've been thinking about watching Supernatural. I've heard wonderful things about Supernatural, but unfortunately the only thing I know of Supernatural is, what was it, Castiel? Castiel getting sent to Super Hell. Sherlock is dog shit, don't worry. You don't have to see that one. Why not? I want to know if he's a good detective. I mean, we met Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi's a good detective. I want to see how they compare. No? House is better version of Sherlock. I want to see House so bad it makes me look stupid. I want to watch House so bad. I've seen like 3 clips of House, and I'm like, I love how you interact with people. You are such an asshole, but I adore it. Also canon that Clara Oswald told the Doctor to take the shitty TARDIS after she stepped into his time stream and fixed things. That's awesome. It's like, take the shitty one. She will love you forever. And she'll sass you and you'll love it. Tell you why, oh, I can't tell you why. It's delineated. Sherlock's detective work and Sherlock isn't real detective work, it's just very, oh, he's a genius, you can see the connections between paint used in 1703 and oatmeal. I mean, is that much different from Harry Dubois? Harry Dubois just hears voices. He sees, yeah, treated as more superpower he has rather than meaningful connection being made. See, it's like, Sherlock, from what I know, like Sherlock Holmes is supposed to actually be a good detective. You know, like an actual detective. Harry Dubois' gimmick of him being almost supernatural makes sense for, Disco Elysium, considering the lore of the story, and then also the fact that he's supposed to come off as a little unhinged. Sherlock Holmes, I think, is supposed to just be a classic detective that is good at figuring things out, so it feels weird that they decided to not go in that direction, you know what I mean? Like, I think that might be why people like well, aside from the fact that it's masterful writing, like, it is incredible writing, and I am so incredibly excited for the next Knives Out movie with Benoit Black. Benoit? I don't know. Blanc. Mr. Blanc. Him. I like him. I like him as a detective. He is an incredible detective. I enjoy him a lot. He is very human, and I enjoy him. The Knives Out mysteries are incredible. If you have not seen Knives Out or Glass Onion, you absolutely should. Genuinely life-changing mysteries storytelling. I enjoyed it so deeply. And then they're doing a 3rd movie soon. And I am incredibly excited for it. In Disco, the supernatural stuff is not only implied, they reveal it a little as part of the world. In Sherlock, they really want you to think Sherlock's a genius, but they don't know how to write an intelligent character. So they just make everyone look at the camera and say, wow, Sherlock, you're so smart. Haven't seen any Knives Out, you should. Genuinely an incredible, whodunit type of story. Like the detective character that I can't pronounce his name because he's French. I think it's Benoit Blanc, but whatever it is, that the detective character And I wish he wasn't French so I could pronounce his name. The detective character in there is very silly. And so casual, and I love it. I absolutely adore it. He's incredibly smart, too. Like, he's a little bit of a schemer. I like it. This guy and his French detective. I'll be free from the French detectives one day. The thing is, like, he's not from France. Like, I don't think he has a French accent. He just has a French name. He just has a French name. Like, if I remember correctly, it's been like 3 years since I've seen the movie, but I remember loving it when it came out. Like, I think that he has a southern accent. Like, I think he's just American. She's seen it all. Down the hall, around my way. And I'm running out of string. And I ruin everything. Now I'm running out of string. And I ruin everything. At the premiere, I don't know when time begins. I don't know when time begins. Impromptu cover. By the way, VTuber Starlight Awards are still open for voting. So if you want to vote, you can vote at the command # !vote. How are you feeling after Hollow Knight yesterday? I'm feeling a lot better. I'm thinking that I'll try the Soul Tyrant next stream. I'm just a very stubborn person and I don't like when things feel unfair. I'm running out of string. And I ruin everything. And I'm running out of string. And I ruin everything. Fuck the jellyfish. I hate that jellyfish. Fuck ass jellyfish. It's like when I was saying these fuck ass teeth to the night fight. What happened during it? It was so how do I put this? So I had already beat like the original fight. I'd already beat the original fight against the vessel. And so I was doing the hard mode fight against the vessel in the dream world. And I decided that I really hated that. Because they kept spawning in these jellyfish, and they would spawn directly where I was standing, and then immediately hit me. And it would be impossible to dodge. Premiering, I don't know when time begins. I don't know when time begins. At the premiering, I don't know when time begins. So like these jellyfish would keep spawning in, and then I'm just sitting there like, oh, man, I can't even focus on hitting the vessel because I'm too busy dealing with the jellyfish. And then as I'm killing the jellyfish, it's like the same thing that was happening in the Hornet fight where I was trying to knock away the ball spikes and dodge Hornet at the same time, which is hard to do. Went a little crazy last stream regardless though. Yeah, I got 2 new powers. I can swim in acid now. Watcher Knights, Hornet, Dung Defender. Yes, and like I can swim in acid now, and I have the Shade Cloak. And Hornet apparently has hope for me to fix things, I guess. Which is nice. It's nice that someone believes in me, even though she was trying to kick my butt. It was a little crazy. It was a little crazy. Thank you, Mr. Silksong. Mr. Silksong saved us for your belief. It is very funny. My friend Iro shows up to the stream sometimes, and he keeps changing his name every time. But he's now he's Uncle Iro's advice, right? I'm like, okay. So Iroh's here now, and Iro was getting really upset over the fact that we kept calling Hornet Mr. Silksong. It's like, Mr. Silksong, wait! Mr. Silksong! Wait, autograph, please, you're so famous! Mr. Silksong, no! Now that we know who she is, she's incredible. That's her name. Hornet, otherwise known as Mr. Silksong. Shaw! Could you imagine if I played Hollow Knight before I played Disco Elysium, and then we had the video with everyone trying to get me to wake up after getting shot, and then you hear Hornet go, Shaw! Chance. I'm gonna find a way to edit in a Shaw. Shaw! I love her little giggles in the fight. It's so endearing to her. Like, it tells me she is having fun fighting us. You know what I mean? Okay, now that the axe is actually healed, we can actually get XP to max out the axe. She was having fun. She wanted to kick our butt, but she was having fun doing it. I should make highlight animations one day. You should. Dude, I respect animators so much. I do not have the time or willpower for animation. The closest I did was like the animatic style thing that I did for the PO reveal. That was about it. If I ever learned to animate, I'd start out easy with like animatic type stuff. Just get like a simple motion, and then you can expand on it later. Yeah, but I have a lot of fish, so. We're straight down, and all you ever notice that the waves stretch too far. So many things to do. So many things to do, but never enough time. Oh, why am I here? I need to be up there and cook my fish. Highlight vids too? Oh my god, yeah. I straight up just do not have enough time in my day to do editing, so like I am always on the hunt for editors. Cause like to put in perspective, like I do clipping myself for the most part. It does help me when people clip stuff on Twitch, but a lot of the clips are ones that I find myself. Cause I VOD scrub my own stuff before I upload to YouTube, which is why the VODs don't get posted immediately. Because I take the time to VOD scrub before. I hate VOD scrubbing. So I found ways to get around it. On one hand, you could speed up the playback so that it's going a lot faster. But I also just skim it. Usually my memory is good enough that I can remember a stream from like a few key moments. And if I remember it well enough, then I can clip something from it. For me and you, a home for two. Your house plant brightens up the dreary windowsill. Your blanket keeps us warm in the evening chill. We pull your favorite mug out of the packing foam. Stick magnets on the fridge and we make this house a home. God, this is really nostalgic, actually. I found out recently that tomorrow is my the anniversary of the very first stream that I had ever done on this channel. The very first, like back in 2020 type of deal, like 2022-ish. Like, I got a message from Twitch telling me that I should celebrate. And I was like... whoa. Which, by the way, my very first stream, I think, was Among Us, I think, no? Or no, that's what they told me. I don't think that's right, though. I'm thinking about it. That doesn't sound right. They told me that. That doesn't sound right because I remember planning that around my birthday. And my birthday's in May. So I'm thinking what they tried to tell me about was my affiliate anniversary. You cut the tape with the Stanley knife and... Which, my very first stream back from the long hiatus was, unpacking. Because I wanted a game that I could just kinda chill and, yap to the chat. Since, it had been a while. I wanted to catch up. Wordle today's fucked, by the way. I'm a genius who's good at everything, so I solved it in 5. Unpacking was the very first stream back, you remember? Teeth. Yeah, you remember Teeth Day? Where I was like, I wonder if it's teeth. And then it was. Oh, there's like a mini cave. Dang. Well, I should probably cut this off. Or light it up. One or the other. We'll do that. That should help keep the bottom of this safe. So we'll go like that. That one was a fluke. They just had insane luck that day. I had pizza one time. Pizza's a fun word for a Wordle. It's too much whimsy though. They would never give it to us again. In case y'all are wondering what I'm about to do here. I like to have it so that it's lined up, so these are aligned a little bit. So like that. It makes the shape. And then it makes these little Where's Waldo shapes. I'm waiting for the day they troll with. Nah, they're not gonna do that. That's not a word. Although I'll say that some of the words never feel like words from Wordle. It accepts that and ayaya? Really? Dude, the person who made Wordle is probably, like, rolling in, like, cash right now. Like, surely. Like, they gotta be, like, so rich for that concept. Or at least I hope they are. Phas is fun? Oh, I was wondering if you guys have Phasmo and ever want to do a collab stream again, we could do that with Ace. I wouldn't mind trying it again. I'm not as much of a horror fan as Cursed is, though. Which is gonna make a spooky season a little awkward for me, because it's like, everyone loves horror. But me, sadly. This would be that. So then this goes like this. With, yoink! I need to make a daily game for the New York Times to buy from me! You do like some kind of trivia thing. I don't think they have a trivia one. There we go. And then if we go up and we get some of those stairs that we still have when we ripped open the roof. Oh, why is this open? There we go. A little storeroom. We could have like a break room down here. So if we I have more stairs, so we could there we go. That's a place to sit. Now they could be happy about it. They got a place to sit, relax. It's not the prettiest place in the world, but it works. It does its job. Let me go get the slabs. I need at least one more barrel. So we can make a fridge. What we're gonna have up here, I don't know. I'm thinking fridge and freezer, though. Oh god, it's the fucking water cooler song. I forgot about this. I forgot I still had the water cooler songs in here. I have iron, so we could do that. So we can, you have 2 iron door. I saw someone make a remix of them to sound like Black Knife. Water cooler being the night. I hope not. There we go. Our fridge. Let me set down a bed. Let the night, let the morning sun destroy all that is to arrive. I'm still amazed with the number of iron golems we have over here. It's like this village was repopulated after we started working on it. What is it? Let me think. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm thinking of something. Banners. I came here for banners. Luckily, we can make a lot of wool. Crafting table, yes. So we just need to. What did I do downstairs? Did I do it like an iron pressure plate? Is that what happened? Banning! Who are we banning? Any banners in chat? Ah, haha. Yeah, it is iron on top. Okay. Sounds good. Pick me! No! No, don't ban Biscuit! God, can you imagine? The goal is to get banned from a stream. Versus fastest person to get banned gets an award. I feel like we should not be encouraging people to try to get banned. It is dark in here. Two iron pressure plates. I don't know why it says heavy weighted pressure plate instead of iron, but that's our fridge. Da, 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 da. Oh, hey, Gregert. Gregert, you follow me everywhere. I don't want to hear any back talk. Machines are taking our jobs is getting banned from Twitch streams. God, yeah. SiriBot does an incredible job getting rid of the bots. Yeah. We didn't end up finishing it today. I thought I was gonna be able to finish it, but such is the way. We did a lot of fishing, and unfortunately my motion sickness is getting to me, so we're gonna have to call it for now. But let me stop the thing. Anyway, thank you all so very much for stopping by. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your day. Let me see who... Oh! Whoa! Whoops! Well, there I go. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever, you don't need to see me anyway. You can hear my voice. That's fine. Look at that. Look at the wall. You know what, actually... Rib Clove, they'd be missed. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Here. Look at the creature. Look at the creature. Yeah. Look at my creatura. I'm sorry the file size is so big. Look at the creatura. Purely live. Alright, I found someone to send you off to. I'm gonna send you to Hoshino Lore, who is playing 2XKO. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be a fighting game. But I know Hoshino is very cool, so I'll send you out Hoshino's way. Anyways, stay for end screen. I will see you on Friday for what? Hollow Knight. Yes, Hollow Knight Friday. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Stay for end screen. Bye bye.